Good morning, everybody. It's Kathy from Heady, Vermont. I've been home for almost a week now. Think we're doing okay. We're rolling ahead. We hope you are doing well, staying safe, taking good care of yourself and others. Massive shout out to all of the healthcare workers who are on the front lines of this epidemic. We send you all our love and gratitude and support in whatever way we can. So there is a lot about how to keep yourself healthy during this time, reducing stress, getting enough sleep, washing your hands for 20 seconds. We all know that. And another great thing that can help keep your immune system healthy is Fire Cider. And I think the value of me sharing this recipe with you is that I am not an herbalist. I am not a trained healthcare professional. I am an average human being just like you. And this is a very easy recipe. Now, Fire Cider is not a cure-all. It's not going to You can't guarantee that it'll prevent you from getting sick. But again, along with all the other techniques, it will at least help. And I know for sure this has helped me fight off colds, minor viruses. So there is a lot of long-term wisdom in this recipe. And this is a quick and dirty Fire Cider, all the things I had on hand. And so I've got some onion here. And I've got a bunch of garlic and jalapeno peppers. Another really good reason for keeping your hands off of your face. Ginger and citrus. I've got orange and lemon. I had more, but I ate them because I bought this stuff a few days ago. And some turmeric. The whole point here is that this shouldn't be difficult. The whole point here is that we can be intentional about our health. We can engage. This pepper is grinding into the top of my Fire Cider here. And there are things we can do to support ourselves and each other. I actually have some professionally made Fire Cider, and it's very expensive. And I'm grateful to have been able to afford to purchase it, but there's no reason why we can't make our own. And major thanks to Jessie Lynn Dolan, actually, who posted the video of a friend of hers who is a nurse and an herbalist making Fire Cider, and I learned all kinds of things, including the fact that I got this apple cider vinegar from the local co-op, and what I did not know is that if you have a metal lid, the apple cider vinegar can corrode it. And so I've got some wax paper here to help the corrosion factor. I'm going to toss in a couple more bits of jalapeno, a little bit more ginger, and then apple cider vinegar. All this stuff is organic. It was all washed when I got it home from the store. All goes in to the great big jar. I wish I had some hibiscus, because another thing I learned from Jessie Lynn's friend is that hibiscus will turn your Fire Cider pink, which would be a fantastic, cheery thing. So, full of stuff, full of apple cider vinegar. I am covering this up. And this will go into the back of my back of the cabinet for a couple of weeks. I'm told you're supposed to shake it up and stir it. So every once in a while, I'll go by, I'll shake it up, I'll stir it. And in a couple of weeks when this is done, I'll drain all the solid matter out. Apparently you can stick it in the food processor and make chutney, so you can reuse the stuff, or you can toss it in your compost bin. I also, a few weeks ago, put some, I'm totally spacing out on what this is. I put some, we'll talk about that later. So when you're done with this, you will strain it out. You will put it on the oven to heat it up just a little bit. You will add some raw honey, and then you will taste it to make sure that it tastes good, because as we have learned, if medicine doesn't taste good, you will not take it. And this is an important thing. Elderberries, that's what it is. So I put some elderberries in I'll show you this. I ordered some vegetable glycerin from Mountain Rose Herbs. I put elderberries in a jar. It's been sitting in the back of my cupboard, so I'll strain this out. This is really high in vitamin C, and you can add them together. Take shots every morning. If it's too intense for you, as it can be on my stomach, what I do is I'll take a tablespoon or so, stick it in some warm water, and sip it more like a tea. So that is the detritus of our fire cider. Hopefully you are taking really good care of yourself. Hopefully you are asking for help if you need it. Hopefully you are reaching out to others, staying in touch, and taking the long view. This is going to be a big project for humanity, not just over the next couple of weeks, but as our society, our economy, our social systems have been disrupted, it's going to take a lot of thought and a lot of willingness to engage a deep kind of cultural transformation to figure out what our most sustainable systems of living on this planet are going to be. Because clearly this is a giant slap in the butt from Mama Nature saying, you guys have not been doing this right. And we want to have a long and healthy existence on this planet in harmony with all the other beings who live here. And this, I think, is our make or break moment. This is the moment when we choose to engage the deep wisdom and the incredible creativity and thoughtfulness of a lot of people who've been thinking about these issues for years. Now is the time to contemplate what means the most to us, and to look to people like Keith Morris, who is on here, I see right now, who's a permaculture expert. There are ways of doing this work right. There are ways of doing this work that enable us to survive over the long term. And we are here with you on that. And so, Sunday morning, fire cider, elderberry syrup, a little long-term thinking, and we wish you all the best.